The mission took place during the intense space race between the United States and the Soviet Union, a period of fierce competition during the Cold War when both nations were determined to prove their technological and scientific superiority in space exploration. Throughout the late 1950s and early 1960s, space achievements were seen not only as scientific milestones but also as powerful demonstrations of national strength and innovation. The rivalry intensified after the Soviet Union launched Sputnik 1 in 1957, the first artificial satellite to orbit Earth. This historic launch shocked the United States and marked the beginning of the space race. Suddenly, space became the next frontier where the two superpowers competed for leadership. Soon after, the Soviet Union achieved another major milestone when cosmonaut Yuri Gagarin became the first human to travel into space in 1961 aboard Vostok 1. Gagarin's successful orbital flight demonstrated that humans could survive and operate in space, placing the Soviet Union temporarily ahead in the race. In response, the United States accelerated its own space efforts. The American government expanded support for National Aeronautics and Space Administration, better known as NASA, which had been created in 1958 to lead the country's civilian space program. NASA quickly began developing missions designed to send American astronauts into space and eventually into orbit around Earth. One of the earliest steps in this effort was Project Mercury, the United States' first human space flight program. The goal of Project Mercury was simple but ambitious: to send a human into space, study how the body reacted to the harsh conditions of space flight, orbit Earth, and return safely. The program also aimed to test spacecraft systems, launch vehicles, and recovery operations that would later be used in more advanced missions. Several astronauts were selected for the program, including Scott Carpenter, one of the original Mercury 7 astronauts chosen in 1959. Carpenter would later pilot the spacecraft Aurora 7 during the mission known as Mercury Atlas 7. Launched on May 24, 1962, Aurora 7 carried Carpenter into orbit around Earth, making him the fourth American to travel into space and the second American to orbit the planet. The mission was designed not only to demonstrate American capability in human space flight, but also to conduct scientific observations and experiments in the unique environment of microgravity. During the flight, Carpenter carried out experiments that helped scientists better understand how liquids, objects, and the human body behaved in weightlessness. He also made observations of Earth's atmosphere and surface, reporting on cloud patterns, ocean colors, and weather systems from orbit. These observations provided valuable information for both scientists and mission planners.